Hello guys, Complexity Unknown here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing we will not be playing anything. We'll be making a rating, a tier list more likely, because I feel like I should do one on Blox fruits since I have a lot of fruits to rate and a lot to discuss about them. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So first of the bat, rocket. I think it's a D. It's not bad. It's bad. It's extremely bad, but it has an utility, and it was pretty much useful in my opinion. There is this island on the third sea, the Great Tree. If you don't use any fruit that has any flight, you will have a very hard time to climbing it, and that's why it makes it kind of useful. Spin fruit. It's an F. Now why spin is F? Mostly you guys know why it's F. It's probably because it doesn't have enough good damage. It didn't even get revamped like another, make it look cooler like the diamond fruit. Like the diamond got a revamp and it actually got pretty good buffs and stuff. Chop fruit. And a D. Why I put it a D and not an F is because this thing it's good if you are having to fight against sword mains. That's its only utility. No matter what, you can ruin somebody's build by just equipping chop or eating it randomly when you are in PvP. So yeah, spring F. Other than the fast movement, it's useless. The thing you can just bounce around and stuff. Smoke D. Why did I put it a D? I put it D mainly because I think it's a good starter. If you start the first C, you should use it since it's a Logia as well. You will not get damaged, and yeah. Anyways, Spike. It's an F. You don't have to tell me twice. This thing is garbage at PvP, garbage at grinding. I tried it and it's trash. Bomb. C. This is the only common fruit or uncommon fruit. I'm gonna give it, I don't know what was the rarities, but this I will just say it common. So this thing is probably the best one out of them all. Why is it? Most of the moves are pretty decent in my opinion, and they have very high damage. So yeah. That's why I rated it so high. Meanwhile, others you basically can't use them good at PvP. This one is not that good, but decent for PvP in the first sea and second sea. Anyways, flame fruit, my man, it's a B. Flame fruit deserves a B because it's a Logia and also most of its moves are pretty aerial control, so I like it a lot. Ice, S. Now let's put it A. This thing is good at grinding. It's extremely overpowered at PvP if you know how to use it. So yeah, this thing definitely deserves an A. If you awaken it, it's an A, but if it's unawakened, it's probably a C or a B in my opinion. And also for flame, if you awaken it, it's a B, and if it's not awakened, it's probably a D or a C. Anyways, this thing is very good at grinding, even in the first sea and the second sea. Extremely overpowered after you awaken it, and extremely good for PvP if you know how to use it. Most people that use this do dog combos, CDK, and also or Sanguine Art, and also Spiky Trident. All of those are very good for combos. Diamond. I might get a lot of hate for this because there is a lot of bounty hunters using this. A B. It doesn't go that high in my book. I know it got revamped and actually got pretty reworked, pretty good, but I don't find it in any utilities. Like grinding, it's meh. It's not even good with grinding, but at PvP it at least does something. Anyways, dark fruit. This goes to A. To use this fruit, most of the most of the players that start playing and using this fruit, they will say it's pretty bad at PvP and stuff, but no. I say it otherwise. This thing is very skilled. You need to be very skilled to use it. So yeah, anyways. Falcon. F. This thing hasn't even got reworked, and Zayol has already mentioned it in one of his videos, or I think it was either Uzot who mentioned in one of his videos that they're gonna talk about reworking this fruit or whatever. Anyways, it's pretty much straightforward why this fruit is useless in my opinion, and should get a rework or something. Anyways, sunfruit. See, pretty decent. It's pretty good for grinding. It's a logia as well, so you can use it. So yeah, you could pretty much use it for grinding, or if you don't like grinding, it's probably PvP. Another fruit I think it's very good. I wanna put it in S, but I don't wanna put it at the same time in an S, because probably mythical fruits will go in the S tier. And pretty much let's put it the first one here. Let's pretty much change the stuff here. Okay, rocket chop with rocket, and probably spring with spin. Anyways, this is the first top, the first row in my opinion for now. The light fruit is very explanatory for grinding, also very powerful at PvP if you know how to use it, because also light is a counter to ice users, and mostly light moves you are meant to stay in the air, so you gotta stay in the air to use it and fight somebody. Rubber. B. Why will I say this thing is a B? It's because I actually like the fruit itself. It's pretty cool. It's also Luffy's fruit from One Piece, so yeah. And also, if you wanna destroy Rumble's users build. My sister was talking. Anyways, let me tell her to leave, please. Poți să frumos să stai să vorbești? Mi-a fost ăsta. Alright, my sister talked about her playing, and also she ate the falcon fruit, and I also told her not to eat it, but she didn't listen. Anyways, let me continue on with the rubber fruit. It's very good if you eat it to ruin the Rumble's users builds, like CDK, Godhuman, Superhuman, Sanguine Art. All of those combos will be useless against it. Most likely Rumble, because Rumble is a pretty much overpowered fruit in my opinion, if you know how to PvP, and most bounty hunters use it. So yeah, rubber is funny. It also, I like to do something funny with it. You guys may not understand it, but I use the F move to grab onto somebody's neck, and as soon as I grab their neck, I just say, I like your Kaji. And it is pretty much fun in my opinion. Barrier fruit. F. This thing, I think it's either a common or it's a rare. It's a rare. I forgot that. It's a rare. It's useless. All of its moves are useless. Unless to try and trap somebody, it's pretty much useless. Ghost. B. Why does this go B? It's because I almost saw much change this in between and stuff. It most likely goes B because it's pretty much fun. You also can use flight. You can also have the extra life that this fruit gives you after you die. You actually get another life, and you also lose some energy, which it's pretty much pretty good compensation for actually getting another life. So yeah. Oh, looks like Blizzard got stuck in here among with the others. Anyways, let me go again with magma. This thing is probably top first in my opinion. It's pretty overpowered in my opinion. It's not that good at fighting. I know it's pretty okay, but not good at fighting. But it has a lot of utility. Sea beast hunting, grinding too, and overall doing factory raids, because it has very powerful damage and a lot of control area. Most of the magma users will actually try to control the area they're in, so that you will not get past. Like, all of its moves are for area control. Like, for example, if he misses you and you go through his magma, you will still get damaged. Not that heavily, but you will still get damaged. And it's pretty much, you know, kind of annoying. Anyways, next one. Let me move these things because I haven't actually put them in the right way and stuff. So yeah, let me move that and that and that. Alright, Quake. This thing deserves a C, and also goes above all the others, since in my opinion this thing is the best one. Because I give it a C, I give C to Quake, it's because I would have normally said F, but because I'm a white beard or grey beard, whatever you want to call them, fan in Blox fruits and One Piece as well, I will give it that. Plus its moves looks good, but they didn't actually do anything to the fruit. If they would revamp it or something or get a rework, Quake will definitely go to B or A. Love fruit. It definitely goes to B. Definitely goes to B, and I will probably put it the highest on here. Why will I put this one in B and not A? It's because it's not that meta in my opinion. Like, you could really use it a lot. It's most likely useful for the flight and also a little bit for PvP. It's decent, but alright. The next one, you might call me crazy, but I will give this B. I was normally gonna go for A, but I said no. Now why? Why wouldn't I send it to A? It's because this fruit isn't really useful for grinding, but for PvP it's okay and also fun to use in my opinion. Pretty much fun. Like, you gotta be very good at PvP to use this fruit. Like, very good and skilled. The next one. This thing goes in S. I can't explain myself. Most of the people will say gas is a better fruit than Buddha, but no, there is a lot of beef going around which one is better, gas and Buddha. In my eyes, although Buddha got nerfed, I understand why he got nerfed. The developers actually wanted to make gas like the main fruit for grinding, and they did that so people will just waste their money on gas fruit, because it's also good for PvP and stuff. Like, the main reason they nerfed Buddha, so it's actually weaker for grinding, so gas earns the first spot for grinding, so people can waste their money on it. Like, this thing is 1.650k, meanwhile this thing is like 2.6k, which is a lot in my opinion. You have to pay, I didn't meant to say, maybe I said it wrong, but like, I will just say it by thousands. This thing is 1,650 Robux, this thing is 2,600. Pretty much 1,000 Robux difference. But what is the difference? This thing is okay for, it's pretty good for PvP, but this thing is mostly for grinding. And I don't know what they nerfed, what they did to it, but I still find Buddha very useful for grinding, because I have a perm Buddha myself, and I use it a lot. So, in my opinion, L to gas, because I don't like it. I never used it myself, but I don't like gas. I don't really like gas. So yeah. Anyways, you should definitely buy Buddha if you're gonna buy a perm. I'm also gonna do a perm tier list. Basically how useful the perm is itself, or how good it is. This thing doesn't have anything to do with physicals here. Anyways, Buddha is the first S. What about sound? Sound will definitely go to top, no, the second best in A. Why? I never used it myself, but all of its moves look sick and I like it. And also very good for damage. Very, very, very good for damage. So yeah, sound definitely deserves an A. Phoenix. I'm skeptical about putting in here. I will put it fourth. Phoenix is a fun fruit. I put it an A because it's very good for if you have it awaken and stuff, and it's also pretty much fun to use it. So yeah. Anyways, next one. The pain fruit. I know the portal was meant to be forward or whatever. I didn't do them in exactly, you know, the category and stuff like leopard and yeti, and you know what I mean. This thing definitely deserves a C. Why C? Paw fruit, or aka pain fruit. Why does it deserve C? It's still good for PvP, but you must be very skilled with it. Like, bounty hunters never use this, but some players that are very good with it will be able to destroy you with them. Like I got destroyed, not really me. One of my friends got destroyed by a pain user. Portal. This thing deserves an S. Now, I know most people will probably just think this fruit it's for PvP. No, I most likely use it for traveling, not fighting. Yes, it's also good for PvP. That's why it's another. I also give it an S, not an A, because I didn't put it here, just because it's for traveling. This thing you must definitely have it in the third C for quick travel and stuff, because yeah, it will take a humongous time to get around and stuff. And also it's kind of counterable for West Dragon, the C move, because if you use your parallel or whatever the X move was, you're literally immune to any damage, and plus the enemy doesn't see you, so you can kind of dodge the C move. Blizzard. I never used it myself, but I think it deserves an S. I definitely put it in an S. It's another elemental fruit that I actually like, and I used it for a while, but it's pretty good for PvP as well if you know how to use it. Now, a lot of people will definitely give me hate for this one. Rumble. It deserves an A. It doesn't go to S. Now, why wouldn't it go to S? I'm no bounty hunter, so I don't know how to use it to PvP, included that most of its moves are basically, you know, for freaking damage and stuff. So yeah, I put it an A because it's actually very good. It's elemental. You can use it to grind as well. Very good very powerful if you know how to use it in PvP and stuff. So yeah, it definitely deserves an A, not an S. Most bounty hunters, they will put it an S, but I will not, since I have it awakened, but I don't know how to use it really. Don't really know how to use it right. Anyways, probably a me skill issue thing, but I don't care. Gravity. It's a C. It goes to C, and normally I would put it an F, but no mythical deserves to go to F. So yeah, why did I put it C? All of its things about it's meh, and I will still put it C because I like it and it's fun to use. It's really fun in my opinion. People will just say, hold up, wait a minute, this thing is way too useless in trades, useless at PvP, but the only thing it's only got for it's probably the looking. It looks sick in my opinion, and the abilities look pretty much cool. Shadow. I will put it at E, but since this thing has lower value than this, it's probably gonna go in A. Now, why will I put it in A? If you get somebody with the flight move or whatever the move was with Shadow, and you can keep spamming him, he will not be able to escape you, or I don't know how to escape it, since this thing is kind of spam in my opinion, and also Buddha as well as a spam fruit. So yeah, I would give it an A because it's a mythical, and I also like using it. Pretty much cool, but not good for PvP in my opinion. Not that good for PvP. Only one move is probably useful. Dough fruit. A lot of people will be saying that I am wrong, and deeply wrong, but this thing gets an S. Definitely goes to S. I don't know what the developers did to it and nerfed it, and people say that diamond counteracts, though maybe it does, but think about how much dough useful is. I don't really anyways, I'll rank it S because the diamond has less usefulness, although this thing beats dough. Dough definitely has more utility. You can use to grind it. It's also fun to use, pretty much good at PvP. Most of the bounty hunters use it. So yeah, it gets an S. T-Rex. It goes top A. Now let me change some of the stuff here. This thing definitely goes top A and stuff. Now let me change Rumble and keep it there. Change the shadow with that. This thing definitely deserves to go probably top A. Why does it deserve to go top A? It's because yeah, I think it's pretty much cool, but the only thing I mind is probably the fury meter, and also mind the fury meter. That's the only thing that doesn't make me put it straight to S. As long as fruits don't have fury meters such as leopard and also yeti, those are just straight up powerful in my opinion. So yeah, it goes A because it's pretty much good at PvP if you know how to use it if you're a Blox fruit main, and pretty good for the tick damage that it has. It's pretty good for the tick damage. Venom probably goes secondary on A. Now why will I put this secondary A? Pretty good. It's like T-Rex, but the fury meter is kind of fucked up in my opinion. But still, this thing is pretty useful. I will actually give it higher than T-Rex. My bad. Sorry people that love T-Rex, but I give it higher. Venom deserves it because it has that ability that you, when you transform and you have the fury meter up, and if you're low on HP, all of your moves do the maximum amount of damage on the enemy if you land them. And also it has stick damage if you hit your opponent. Plus it has a flight move. So yeah, it definitely deserves an A. Mammoth. I'm skeptical about either putting it into the top or not. But I will put it above sound. Why will I do that? Why did I give Mammoth an A? Mammoth is pretty much okay for grinding, but other than its other moves, it's pretty much easy to beat a Mammoth fruit if you know how to counter it. Yes, it does have increased defense, but if you know to deal with its moves and spammy moves, you will be able to defeat him. Anyways, the next one is Spirit. This thing either S or probably put it on S. Why did I give it an S? The main reason I gave it an S is because yeah, the fruit itself is pretty much sick, like all of its moves. Plus you have the M1 which you can spawn what was it again? Demons or whatever, some stuff that you can spawn. Spirits, I think you can spawn spirits. That can also aid you in PvP and also okay for grinding in my opinion. So it's pretty much cool. Now control. This thing goes to B. Straight first top B. Now why will I put this top B? It's because I find that the control fruit pretty much cool, but all of its moves are close combat. Meanwhile, if you have to deal with a Kitsune, Leopard, Yeti, Gas Fruit and the Dragons, you're pretty much screwed. So yeah, pretty much hard to beat them. And also it's getting a rework, so yeah, I'm saving up control fruits as well for you guys, so I can do giveaways. I'll also make another video about me talking about the control rework. I will talk about it and also show you a picture that people had. Alright, now let's go to gas. This thing is an A, probably gonna stay around here. I'm not putting it in top first A. I like gas, I never used it myself, but it doesn't deserve to be like Buddha. It's much more expensive, yes indeed it's good for PvP, but I don't find it anything else useful. I don't like gas, it's just a me thing. Because I feel nice, I'll give it overall higher than Shadow and the rest. Anyways, now one of my favorites, Leopard. This definitely goes on S. What does this go as? You already know it. And now let me change the stuff around here in my favor, how I like them. So yeah, I definitely like Dome more than Portal. This is the tier list for us. Yeti. This thing goes S, but actually I will change it a bit. And it stays like this. Leopard in my opinion looks much more better than Yeti. Yes, the trailer showed how Yeti defeated the Leopard, but there is one move that if they actually didn't copy it, I would have liked Yeti much more. It made me think this thing is just a copycat of literally Leopard. The after Mirage assault, I think it's either the C, yeah, it's the C move, I think, I'm pretty much sure. Both of their moves have the same name and probably do the same similar stuff. And they have the same amount of Robux, which makes Yeti a copycat of Leopard. Leopard is still the king in my opinion, it's much more better than Yeti. But overall, Yeti, it's pretty cool in my opinion. I never used it, I had the Yeti myself, but I didn't eat it. So yeah, Kitsune. This thing definitely goes top first. I can't give it this ranking really. And I'm gonna change Buddha sadly with some of those. Yeah, Buddha deserves a lower spot. Like, it's not the best for PvP. This thing goes to S. Now why? Why does that go to S? There's no point in you telling me Kitsune is bad. I have it per myself so I can use it whenever I feel like it for PvP. But overall, it's pretty much cool. I can't say anything about it. Anyways, Western Dragon goes top first, bruh. Top first. This thing is probably the most powerful fruit we have so far at both PvP, grinding as well. You can use it for grinding, it's pretty much cool. Extremely good for grinding. Very good. Like the C move is literally a wow. It's a spam that literally covers the whole area that you have that PZs at. And also the Fury meter is pretty much cool and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, the next one, the last one is the East Dragon. This thing is much more valuable than Western Dragon, but I will not give it higher than I will actually keep it lower than Kitsune. Why will I do that? East Dragon is much more weaker than Western Dragon, because Western Dragon is much more useful for PvP. Meanwhile, the East Dragon is kinda like the old dragon, but more fancy looks and better moves. Most of its moves, if those two come to fight, the East Dragon kinda has a chance of winning if the player is skilled enough. Like, the moves are for close combat. They are not meant for any flight user and stuff. But meanwhile, Western Dragon can also fly, and you also have to deal with the flight of it. But if you get overall close to Western Dragon, you can beat him up with the East. Anyways, my sister's here. No. Da, antena linia. Anyways, this is overall my opinion about the fruits and stuff, like the tier list. And definitely, I can't wait to make the video about the controller rework for you guys, cause it will be really cool to talk about the control rework and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, this was it for today's episode. Remember to like, sub, view, and comment for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Complexity out.